Let's try it again. Oh, hi there. My name is Coolbeth, and I'm doing a little promo video about the upcoming Northampton Film Festival and some of the filmmakers who will be showing films at the festival. I'm excited, I'm nervous, questions swirling in my brain like, how can I do justice to the filmmakers and the quality of their work? How can I show people what fun it will be to go to this festival? And most importantly of all, what will I do with my hair? Davis, one of the filmmakers who has an upcoming film in the film festival. How are you?
Good.
I saw a clip of your film, and it was really interesting, really suspenseful, so I'm looking forward to seeing it.
That's one of the major elements of the film is things happen that you don't expect to happen.
Yeah, I could see that just from the clip, that there's a lot going on there in just a small clip.
I hope so.
And what is it? Were you the writer of it, or?
I wrote the screenplay. It was adapted from a short story that was written by my brother-in-law, actually. It was his first published work.
Okay. So it wasn't autobiographical?
Not autobiographical.
Okay.
Not even biographical.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's great. So, I was wondering, is this your first film that...
It's the first film that I've sent out to festivals. I did a lot of films at school that were to learn how to do it.
And where'd you go to school?
I went to the master's program at Boston University.
Oh, okay. And so, you said you wrote the screenplay for it, you adapted it.
Yes.
And all that. Did you have a crew, or?
I had a pretty big crew, actually.
Did you really?
It was an atypical student film. It was my thesis film for the master's program. And I decided to try to make it as best as I could within the budget that I had, which was probably a lot more than most student films have. So I hired a professional director of photography and sound people and makeup people and production designers and composer. So it's a notch above what a typical student film would be as far as production goes.
So your budget, was that something the school gave you, or did you have to get your own?
The school gave a very little bit as sort of a starting fund, but it wasn't a very big percentage of the overall budget.
Okay. That's always a problem, of course, because like in Europe, the government gives the money for the arts, but here in the United States, no.
I've been on the festival tour for 6 or 7 months now. And you see amazing work coming out of England and Ireland and Germany, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that there's more money available to projects, short film projects, and there's almost none in the States.
You gotta to find it yourself.
Yeah.
Or get a benefactor.
I tend to get asked a lot about myself because I'm older than typical grad students, and so people want to know, oh, you changed careers, and how did that go for you? And was that a big move? And I always tell people it was great. People my age think I was so brave to get
I wouldn't even know that you weren't the typical grad student.
Well, thank you. Yeah, so I was definitely the oldest one in my class by far, and people my age always say, wow, you just did that. And I said, I was in engineering before I did this, and my answer is I'm thrilled to be able to do something that I really like. Engineering was okay for as long as I did it, and the last few years it was painful, so it was a great opportunity for me to try something else and do something creative. So I was really happy to be able to have the opportunity to do something that I enjoy a whole lot more than I did in my former career.
That's great, though. And you were able to go back to school for it.
Yeah, I went back full time, so that was also another sort of interesting step for me to, it's a different environment than the work environment. But I loved it. I mean, I was the guy who did all the readings and all the homework, and paid attention in class because, the tuition was coming out of my pocket, and so I
that makes a big difference.
Trying to get as much as I could out of it. So that was a great experience, and I'm actually teaching at Boston University now. I'm teaching a digital editing course, so that's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy the teaching part of it too.
And that's emerging technology with the digital.
Yeah, I mean, most films are cut digitally now. It's very rare that they actually cut on film. It's just so much faster to do it on the computer. So, and now it's really cheap to get, packages for a PC. So anybody
can do it.
Anybody can do it. Doesn't mean that everybody can do it well, because there's obviously certain things that you should understand about filmmaking before you start it. But the more you make, the more you learn. So.
Provide it yourself, right? Oh, that's great. So we're going to show a clip to people of your film, and it's going to be shown Friday, November 10th, right, at 9:00 p.m. with another film called The Descendant. So we look forward to seeing that, and I'm glad I met you.
Yes.
And you came all the way over to Northampton, and I think it'll be a great film festival.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about it.
Great. Well, thank you.
Sure.
Okay.
Lily. Dad, in the tradition of my family, I was shot at the age of 13.
Hey, aren't you Scott Kittredge?
Yes, I am.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
I heard you're having a film at the upcoming Northampton Film Festival.
Oh, definitely. I have two films. I have
Two?
Snacks and Terminal Conversation.
Oh, great. What are they about? Can you tell us a little about it?
Yeah, Snacks is one of my older films. I co-directed that with Brian Jackson and it's a children's thriller about a kid who gets picked on by these three mean girls and threatened that the janitor's going to chop them up into little pieces, but he goes to get the milk for snack time.
Was that filmed locally, or
Yes, it was. It was filmed at Will Swamp School in Longmeadow.
Oh, in Longmeadow. That's great. So I know you live around the area, so do you shoot a lot of your films around here? Or?
Yes, I definitely shoot a lot of my films around here. Pretty much all of my films have been shot around here. It's a great place to shoot. There's wonderful New England locations, especially in the fall. It's awesome. And my last film that I actually shot at the Basketball Hall of Fame, the old one.
Oh, the old building?
Yes.
And is this the Terminal Conversation?
Yes, this
film?
is Terminal Conversation. This is the other film that's in the festival. It's a drama.
Does it take place in an airport or something? Okay.
It's an airport. I didn't want to deal with going to an airport and having to deal with logistics and security and all that. So I needed an inexpensive location, and I approached the Riverfront Development Corporation of Springfield and said I want to make the old Basketball Hall of Fame into an airport, and they were real cool about that. And so we transformed the third floor into a generic airport setting.
That is so cool. I know that the kids weren't professional actors in Longmeadow, but do you use professional actors, or do you use family, or
well, my last film I did use non-professionals, but they did go to this school for acting in Springfield called the Drama Studio. So they were pretty professional as far as kids go. They were very good. And but my other film, Terminal Conversation, I hired a professional actor from Los Angeles and flew him out for it. And the other actor has been acting for 7 years in a lot of short films and drama pieces on stage.
Oh, tell us when your film's going to be showing. I know the film festival is the weekend of November 9th through the 12th. Do you know?
Yes, both films will be showing November 12th at 3:15 at the Academy of Music.
Oh, right here on Main Street.
Right here in Main Street in Northampton. It's a great space.
Well, thanks, Scott. Thanks a lot for stopping by.
Sure, anytime.
Okay.
Wasn't supposed to be like this. First day, new school, and I was running for my life. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Beat it, Pipsqueak. Hey. Oh, hi. The swelling really went down.
Yeah, my mom says not to lick strange spoons in the cafeteria. Peanut! Get him off of me! I'm allergic!
Why did you do that?
Food allergy kid wrecked my hair yesterday.
Oh my God, Alicia. Your hair looks so good today. Yeah, that must have taken like forever.
I totally had to skip breakfast, but it's worth it. The bell rings and they go running.
I know, what's the rush? It's only school.
It's our school.
Good morning, Miss Riley. You can take it from here. Hey, Nick, try the milk. It's delicious.
Class, I want you to give a warm welcome to our newest student, Nicholas.
For festival information, you could call the number at the bottom of the screen, 413-582-1832, or on the internet, go to the website www.niff.org. There's 3 other films from really talented filmmakers that I'll show you the trailers of. The films are called Greasy Rider, Muriel, In the Garage.
I'm not saying I look great, but the camera does put weight on you. Eating to me is an orgasm. Both my husbands cheated on me. He screwed her on the bed with the Laura Ashley sheets. That's the part that bothered me. And they had a child.
Wasn't
You
playing.
mean like one day the baby just rolled out of there?
No, he's not a good child. He's a mother.
The latest thing is we're thinking of putting him in a boot camp, but checking out the price, I'd rather he held up a gas station.
You're going across country burning used vegetable oil. My goodness, how simple can it be?
changed my life. I like that. Changed my car. I want a diesel.
This idea is not new. It's been around for 100 years. You either need to modify the oil to make biodiesel, or you need to modify your vehicle to accept the vegetable oil.
We are proposing to build a 30 million gallon per year biodiesel plant.
I mean, everybody knows that there's going to come a point where any source of energy is going to sort of flatten off and then start declining. Doesn't matter what it is.
I was in Dubai last year. Sheikh Mohammed, the titular head of the state, has said within 40 years, their economy will no longer be able to sustain itself on oil. Right. 40 years. For you and I, it seems like a long time, but it's a blink of an eye.
You end up just like that dog of yours, Rupert. Chained to this garage forever. I knew you weren't going.
I'm going. What, you tell your old man?
I don't need to tell him anything.
We're gonna get a place together when we move out of here.
Yeah, why?
Your buddy over there, that you could do a better job picking your friends.
Man, you know that guy?
Yeah, man, I know a lot of guys.
How you guys doing? You're looking a little lean around here.
Let's see you put a roof over our heads. It's not so easy.
I can't bail on my dad like that. You think you got problems with your old man? We're leaving this weekend. Are you gonna be ready?
I think I'm falling in love with you, man.
You still got choices. You know, when I was your age, I didn't get a choice, man. I was drafted.
Your father tells me you're thinking about leaving the garage.
Go, go, go!
Keep hanging out with those Ruperts, and you're gonna end up just like that old man.
Schultz and his dad still having a hard time getting along.
Do you really want to be with me, BJ?
You know you're gonna miss this place, right?
All right. Hi, my name is Liz Foley, and with my partner, Peter Hobbs, I have a short film, 20-minute film called Accidents Will Happen, that is premiering at the Northampton Film Festival on Sunday, November 12th at 3:15 p.m. at the Academy of Music. And I wanted to just tell you guys a little bit about the film and about us and about Accidents Will Happen. We shot Accidents in Northampton and Florence at Bookends Bookstore and Leeds at Pete's brother's house. Pete's brother and his partner have a house in Leeds, and they were kind enough to let us take over one of their bedrooms and their garage. And we were really lucky to get 2 days at Bookends Bookstore, which is a wonderful bookstore and a great location to shoot a movie. So we shot total for about 6.5 days in August of 2005, and we had a great time. Bill Dwight is one of our producers, and we were extremely lucky to have Bill's help because If you know Bill, you know that he knows everybody. He was a city councilor for 8 years. He's a radio personality on WHMP at 9 in the morning, 5 days a week. He's also president of the board of NCTV, which is a new community cable television station that's starting here in Northampton. And he's just the kind of person who is so full of happiness. Bill is happy and he makes other people happy. So having him as a producer is one of the best possible things you could have as a no-budget filmmaker, because that's really what we are. The way that we make films is with a lot of love and care, but not a hell of a lot of money. We spend money on food, we spend a little money on equipment, and we borrow almost everything else we need. Obviously we spend money on transportation and gas and that kind of stuff, but I have to say that, we shot Accidents on digital video. We edited it ourselves with a home editing system that we bought the year before to edit a previous short that we did called Pills, which was at the film festival last year. And we really try to keep the budgets as low as possible so that we can make movies. Because for several years before we made Pills, we had written a bunch of feature scripts, and one of them, which Pills is adapted from, is called Funny Peculiar, and Rip Torn and Betty Buckley would like to star in Funny Peculiar, but trying to get $1 million, which is very modest for a feature film budget, to star two older actors when you haven't made a feature film is very, very difficult. And finally, after trying to get money for Funny Peculiar for several years, we said, look, let's take a piece of it, let's find really good actors, and let's make a movie. And we did, and Pills was really successful. It went here to the Northampton Film Festival. It went to the Palm Springs International Shorts Festival, which is a wonderful, wonderful festival, really fun, and just a lot to do and a lot of really great films to see. I flew out to Palm Springs last fall with my producer, Matt Rainey, to attend Palm Springs, and I hope that Accidents gets a chance to go to Palm Springs next year. This year, Northampton is the premiere of Accidents Will Happen, and we're really looking forward to the festival. We had a really good time at the festival last year, and I think this year is going to be even more exciting. We're actually on a panel on Saturday morning at 11:30, Saturday the 11th at 11:30, called Script to Screen, and that's at Graham Hall at Smith, and we'll be talking about these exact issues, the process of going from a script on the page all the way to a finished product that you are ready to distribute. We're actually also hoping that Accidents will get distribution. We have had some offers on Pills, which we haven't been able to take advantage of because there's music in Pills that we're not able to clear the rights to. And this happens. We don't want to take the music out, so we're happy to just have it be able to go to festivals. But with Accidents, we are going to clear the songs, or we're going to exchange them. There are only two that need to be cleared, because there are avenues for distribution for short films on the internet, through packages of films that have played at the same film festival, through Netflix and things like that, through television. So we want to make that possible for Accidents because it's such a wonderful film. We were really lucky to have the help and support of tons of people around here, people who came with us from New York, former students of mine. I teach at the New York Film Academy, and students of mine came up to help work on the film. Bill got us a lot of really fabulous people, and we just want to give the film the biggest chance we possibly can to go out into the world, because it just would be really nice for all the people who put so much into it to be able to see, oh, look, there's the package with Accidents, it's on Netflix. Or, oh, look, I can go to the internet and look at Accidents Will Happen. Or I can send my friends there or my family who couldn't be at any of the festivals that the film was playing at. So that's our goal, is to make Accidents distributable, and hopefully that will happen sometime in the next year or so.